So, to catch people up on what has happened, I have in between sessions gone and done some of the more boring trophies, I guess. Went around and collected all the weapons that we didn't have, all the tools that we didn't have, stuff like that. It was just in areas that we'd already seen. The only thing that I have done in between sessions that was, I guess, viewable, which is a weird way to phrase it, but I guess I could have streamed it, is the Chalice Dungeons. But the majority of the Chalice Dungeons are just like reskins of enemies that we've already seen, just with more health. So I don't think they were particularly interesting to watch, apart from like maybe 3, one of which is the very last boss. They're not particularly interesting to watch. I'm glad I did them off camera. It took me like 2 streams worth of time to do them, but I did that anyway. And we are left with... what is left? We are left with these 4 trophies. This one is the boss that we're going to do next, so we'll get that one. And these are the 3 endings. You are, because it was the same in Elden Ring as well, you are supposed to go through the game 3 times. But you can do a little trick where you upload the save data to the cloud, and then you basically do one ending, you re-download the save from the cloud, which puts you back before you did the ending, and then you just do all 3 endings in one run, which is what we're going to do today, hopefully, if I've set it up correctly. Sorry, this is a bit of an info dump at the start, but I gotta catch people up, especially since this is going up on YouTube as well. I need to catch the people up. You're cheating? No. Smile. Secondly, you might notice that my character looks a little bit different. I've got a dress and a gold thing on my head. It's because I went through all of the armor that we had in storage and saw what was actually best for defense, and I think I've got the best defense so far, apart from frenzy defense. I did do a bit of farming in some Chalice dungeons to get some better blood gems. So now I think our damage was at 390 something last time. Now it's at 490. I made sure, doubly sure, that the insight, the little eye thing in the top right, is on 69, and I will keep that until the end of the game because I think that's good luck. But yeah, that was an info dump. Apologies, but I really did need to catch you up because a lot of stuff has happened in between. Do you want to see me give this pig a rectal exam? Oh no, it didn't do it because I'm on the stairs. Now I just look like a creep. Oh, he just forgot about me. That was weird. So these guys are they're like normal enemies now, but they were bosses that we fought earlier. Oh, there was actually something that I meant to say as well that I also forgot about until just now. When I leveled up my arcane so we can use more of the hunter tools. But basically we have this old hunter bone, which if I use, lets me dodge. And then we have this, which is the Cthulhu attack. And then we have this, which puts arcane on our weapon. Apparently the Cthulhu attack is really good because it counts as a charged R2. So if we use it behind somebody, then it means we get an instant visceral off if they can be viscerals. Man, there was something important that I wanted to do, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, I know. In doing all the Chalice dungeons and doing some of the ones leading up to the last one, also found... where is it? A wedding ring. Which means we can now go and revive the queen at that altar and then ask her to marry us, which we should definitely do. Because I don't know what that does. 8-Ball, am I a pretty girl? No. Kappa Pride. Nice. At least he put the Kappa Pride on the end. Good for 8-Ball. I mean, we are in June. Time flows in reverse for this scrap of flesh. So now I think if we go back to the queen's place, she's going to be alive, and then we can ask her to marry us. Smile. Propose marriage.
Speak not those words.
Wait, I got rejected. I don't think that was possible. Damn, that's tough. I really did not think she could deny me, but I'm getting rejected even in Bloodborne. That is rough. Alright, let's see how this goes then, I guess. Is there gonna be a cutscene, or...? Yep. Whoa, holy shit, this boss looks cool. This one looks like a one that's gonna fuck me up. Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, darkness, come on, man. That's so cheap. This boss and the, like, lullaby music is fucking sick. I'm a big fan of how this boss looks. There's two of them. What the fuck was that? Oh my god, there is two of them! Do they both do damage, or...? Oh, that's fucked up. Well, that's fucked up, isn't it? Oh! Was that it? Is there a phase 2? Oh! There we go. I guess that was it. Good lord. But let's try. Again, I think we were a little bit over-leveled. But never mind. Oh, the thing's on fire. Did I miss some context clues? Uh-oh. What happened to you? Wait, what did she say? God damn it.
Awaits you at the foot of the great tree.
Gammon awaits me at the foot of the great tree. Get us back down to 69 insight. Okay, so now we have to do some bullshittery here, shit. So now we exit game, we close Bloodborne, and we never stream again. We now upload our save data, and then we have cloud data storage. Oh god, this is fucking terrifying to do, because I could fuck this up so much. And if I fuck this up once, I have to spend hours beating the game 3 times. We're gonna do the umbilical cord ending first, which is the ultra super rare one. Because if I do have to do this 3 times, that one's gonna be the most pain in the ass one to recreate. So we use all those.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end.
And we refuse. And then we just hold on to our bulls collectively and hope that we don't get one-shot by this boss.
What was it?
God, this game looks so fucking cool.
It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
But he is just a guy, which means I can parry him. Which means if I get like 2 parries off, he's dead. Okay. Interesting. He's got like a Bo Peep attack. Oh my god, I can't get viscerals off because we're on uneven terrain. Holy shit, I'm doing a shit ton of damage though. Well, that sucks because my build is built around viscerals. That's kind of fucked up. That's fucked up. I mean, if I did it right, there should be a phase 2. Hopefully. Good lord, the fucking designs in Bloodborne are like literally unparalleled. Look at how cool this looks. He's giving me raspberries on my tummy. Giggle, smile. Okay, well this guy I'm not gonna be able to parry. I was really, like, betting on the fact that I would be in a better situation than I am. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. And I'm just not playing well at all today. Holy shit, that almost one-shot me. What the fuck? Just literally hit him once, please. Yeah, just start me over. Just start me over, I'm playing like absolute trash. I'm sad. I was playing so well and now I'm playing trash all day. Wait, how does this work then? Is this gonna be the moon presence or... Oh, it is. Oh, so I guess I get to do Gammon a second time. God, the fact that I can get stunned there is insane. Okay, well... wasn't the most cinematic fight. I think we might have been slightly over-leveled for it, but... hell yeah, I'll take it, I guess. So this is the most, like, the true ending, or, like, the most difficult ending, I guess.
Are you cold?
I guess I could visceral that guy. But I never noticed that her fingers, because she's supposed to be a doll. Her fingers are like segmented. That's cool. There we go. We got the hardest ending in the game, but we can't savor it yet, chat. Because what we have to do now is close the game, download the save data, and do it again. Okay, we're gonna refuse again, but we've done this without the umbilical cords this time. All right, let's see if we can actually get one visceral off in this fight.
Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
Oh, I did get one off. Wait, so I can visceral him next to the tree. Oh no, buddy, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, the master plan he had! Oh, I'm sorry, Gammon. I know you had a whole monologue speech, like, prepared. Poor guy, he had, like, a whole speech prepared. He was fighting me, so I didn't get that off. Wait, do I have to fight this guy again? Because we didn't use the umbilical cords this time. Or does it end here? It must end here. There's no way I fight the moon presence again. Oh yeah, it does. Interesting, so you see the boss without doing the secret ending, but you don't fight him. I guess. Wait, is that us?
And so, the hunt begins again.
Wait, so we become Gammon in that one. So if you use the umbilical cord, you fight the moon presence, and if you beat it, then I guess you just beat the game. But if you don't get all the umbilical cords and you fight the final boss, it just repeats and you end up being Gammon instead. Interesting. So how does that work in lore, though? Because if Gammon was the first hunter, then who did he defeat to become Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I'm confused. Submit your life.
Fear.
And then this, I'm assuming this is going to be different. So what happens here, then? He was faking it the entire time! Damn, you never trust a disabled person in this game. Holy shit, this game is cool. I fucking love Bloodborne, man. It looks so cool. Everything is just like a fucking painting. Wait, so now we're dead. Oh, no, now we woke up. Wait, are we playing a bit of the game, or is this a cutscene? And now it's just daytime again, so the hunt's over now. Right, but that one seems like the best ending, even though it was framed as the worst one.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
And then, maybe, pause champ, we should get the platinum right now. Hey, there we go! Hell yeah. Man, what a fucking incredible video game that was. Hey. Look, I waffled a lot in this video, and what you're hearing right now is me after a few days, after really digesting what happened. And I wanted to give a bit more of a concise ending to this kind of series that we have. So I'm just going to go through what the endings actually meant and what I liked about the game and what I maybe didn't like. So yeah, in classic FromSoft fashion, the game is quite confusing unless you read all of the lore. But essentially, from what I've read, the overall aim of the game was to kill a Great One. And we've seen these Great Ones in the world before. They often come up in nightmares and dreams. So the orphan that we killed in the very last video, the supposedly hardest boss in all of Souls, was the Orphan of Kos, and Kos is a great one. And also, the wet nurse that we killed in this video was Mergo's wet nurse, and Mergo is also a great one. So at the end of the game, when you kill Mergo's wet nurse, you go back to the Hunter's Dream, and you'll notice that everything's on fire. And I was quite confused at this point, but it's on fire because the aim of the game was to kill a great one, and you've done that at that point in the game. So the only thing left to do now is to awake from the dream. So you are forced to Gammon at this point, and you have 3 options. Well, 2 and a hidden one, really. The first is to submit, and what this will do is it will prompt Gammon to, like, forcibly remove you from the dream. This is probably the easiest ending to get. It's the one where you just get basically executed in the field, but then you'll wake up having slept through the dream. I don't know whether this is technically the best ending, to be honest, because it really frames it as such. But I think with it being the easiest one, I don't know, I'm really interested to know your guys' thoughts on it, because for me, it felt like this one was the best ending, especially for the character that you have. But they frame it as the easiest one, so it makes me feel like it's probably the worst one. So I am a little bit confused on that front, but basically that ending results in you being removed from the dream, having completed the task, and then assumably your character goes on to live wherever that may be. You will also, what I think is a very interesting bit of information, is that if you get certain bits of dialogue from other hunters within the game world, so the guy at the top of the tower with the Gatling gun, for instance, if you befriend him, which you can do, he will talk about having experienced the dream that you're in currently, but does not dream anymore, and so does Eileen as well. We missed both of those quests, which is kind of annoying, because as far as I know, there are only 2 instances in which that happened, so we completely missed it. But I think that's really interesting, is that all of the hunters kind of went through the same experience that you did. The second ending is that you will resist, and then Gammon will try to get the same result that the submit ending gets, which is basically just removing you from the dream, but he does it by force this time. And when you kill him, you will see the great one of that dream, which is the Moon Presence. Now, if you haven't done the super secret sexy ending, the Moon Presence will kind of embrace you and captivate you, and then you will take Gammon's place because Gammon is now dead. You will be the asshole in the wheelchair from now on. However, if you consume 3 umbilical cords, which are umbilical cords of great ones, you will gain the ability to resist the Moon Presence. And upon killing it and defeating it, you ascend to being a great one yourself. So when you see the doll pick up the little tentacle thing, that is supposed to be your character having ascended into being a great one. What that means, your guess is as good as mine. And again, this one is kind of framed as, you know, the hardest ending to get, but also I would argue that it kind of fucking sucks for your character. Because the great ones, yeah, they're powerful, but like none of them look happy. So although this is like the most kind of sought after ending, I don't know whether it's technically the good ending for your character, but hopefully that kind of clears up the endings, because I was, for one, very confused having played through it, not knowing really what was going on until the end, until I had to look up a video to get a deep dive on the lore, which honestly, it kind of comes part and parcel with FromSoft games, and I'm fine with it, because you play through the game, it's sick, it's a great experience, and then at the end of it, you're like left confused, and then you have to go on YouTube and you have to look at the thing, and you're like, oh, that's why I was a tentacle at the end, I see. I would highly advise, and I will leave a link in the description as well, to go and watch a deep dive of the lore. It's about 30 minutes long, it's a very good video. Some of the stuff that I left out in this end a bit as well, but I don't want it to get too long. But I would highly advise you go and watch it if you're even remotely interested, because it is very, very fun to watch. And yeah, and I guess now we get to the point where I will say what I liked about this game and what I kind of felt. Man, this game is definitely a gem. I do think so far it's the easiest out of all of the FromSoft games, or at least the ones that I have played. The ability to gain health items within the world and to hold 20 of them, and they give them out so freely, mixed with the fact that the parry is so incredibly useful in this game, more than it was in Elden Ring, for sure. It makes it not massively easy, but I think it makes it easier than what you would expect a FromSoft game to be, which isn't a bad thing. I like it a lot. It means that you can go through the game and experience it and really take in the really cool designs and music and stuff. So I do like it for that aspect. But I feel like if you're going into it wanting like a game that will like truly fuck you up, I don't think it really delivers on that front, which I like, but some people won't like. I will say this game's music and designs are on par, if not slightly better than Elden Ring, which is a sentence that I didn't think I would say about any game. Elden Ring's music is, like, almost perfect. The fact that this can keep up with it, and it's from 2015, says volumes about how well it's designed and how well it looks and sounds. I didn't really say it a lot in the video because I was going through the game for my first time, but a lot of these stills in the game, you could just stop at any portion in the game, at any part of the world, and it looks like a painting, and I think that is insanely hard to do, especially from a game that is from the PS4 2015. The fact that it looks so good and the music is so incredibly good, and people listen to the music completely separate from the game. The fact that people are listening to Ludwig's music on Spotify without any gameplay should, like, truly prove to you how much of a masterpiece this game is in terms of its design and its music and its sound design. Yeah, the combat was really good. I like the transforming attacks. I think that's really interesting. Again, the parry is disgustingly broken in this game, which makes it a lot easier, especially for the things that you can parry. I like the limb damage mechanic. You didn't really see it a lot if it's not being pointed out in the game and you've not played it before. But a lot of the bigger enemies that you can't parry have limb damage, so if you target their heads or their arms or whatever, it will eventually damage them to the point where it does more damage, which I like that a lot as a mechanic. Boss fights were really cool. The designs were incredible, but again, I don't really have to say that for FromSoft games because it's kind of expected at this point. It's actually more of a shocker if there's a FromSoft game that comes out and it isn't everything isn't incredibly designed and looks incredibly nice. And it all kind of tied up into this neat package of one of the best gaming experiences I think I've ever had, especially streaming it. And I think streaming it gave me a whole other perspective on the game, because I will say this, right? The FromSoft community notoriously is not the best, to put it lightly. I think it is full of a lot of people that will backseat game, and there's a lot of that get good mentality, which I don't particularly like in gaming. But for Bloodborne, I mean, I streamed it maybe 16, like 12 to 16 hours. We streamed it quite a lot, and I had a lot of people coming into chat that have not been part of this community before. And not a single one of them has been backseat gaming or said anything negative or has been negative towards myself or chat. There's been none of that get good mentality. It's just been a bunch of people excited for somebody to play the game, and I think that is sick. And I just want to say, from a streamer's perspective, hats off to the Bloodborne community for sure. It's made the experience from like an 8 out of 10 to like a 9 or 10 out of 10, just to see how excited people get in chat that you are getting up to a boss that they really like, or, you know, they hear a bit of music that they really like, or a design of the enemy that they really like, and instead of being very gatekeepy, they just want you to experience it and really enjoy it. And I really could just make a whole video on how much better this game has become because of the community around it, but I don't want to suck people's dicks too much, so I'll just put it here at the end. But I don't want to downplay it either. It has been an absolute blast to play it with people in chat that really like the game. But yeah, overall, really, really good. Really, really good. I'm glad I played it. I see the hype. I have played it once, New Game Plus, off camera. It was just as good, if not better, the second time. And for those of you that are interested in how many tries it took me to do each boss, I'll put like a little table at the end of the video as well, just so I can brag. Because the other FromSoft games that we're going to play, I will not be able to brag nearly as much as I am doing currently. But yeah, if you've watched it on YouTube, thank you for watching it all the way through. It's the first episodic content I've done in a while, and I've really enjoyed making them. If you watched it on stream, thank you for hanging out. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. I never do outros for YouTube videos, so this is weird. I don't really know what to do. Bye.
For shadow.
Oh my god.
You're doing it as I type it out, I swear to god.
Got it. Bro, that is excellent. Good job.
I could not have done that any better.